Hello again, heretics. This is HP, and I'm just looking a little bit further into what may have changed or new updates to the Masters of the Universe Revelations coming out on Netflix at some point. We still don't know when. However, I was just looking for updates, found this article, thought I would go ahead and give it a read and give my thoughts, or if you're interested, maybe you'll have the updates you want as well. This is from What's on Netflix, written by Jacob Robinson. This first part here is pretty much the stuff we already know. But then here comes the questions. When is Netflix release date for Masters of the Universe Revelations? We're still waiting for confirmation on the release date. From the information that we've gathered below, it's highly likely, I think they meant likely, that Masters of the Universe Revelation will come to Netflix in 2020. At the earliest, we could see a summer release date. Will Masters of the Universe Revelation receive a second season? We already have confirmation that Masters of the Universe is a limited series, therefore, the series will not have a second season. That's a little sad. I mean, that's a little depressing, especially given all the promise and all the people working with this, especially like Kevin Smith and Powerhouse Entertainment. That seems like a match made in heaven to me. However, having just one season and a definitive ending sounds promising in another way. 80s and 90s cartoons had a very bad habit of not having an ending. What they would do is the cartoon series wasn't making money anymore and they would just cancel it, leaving all of us, us kids who were very motivated by the story. I mean, granted, I understand children typically aren't driven by story. They just want to tune in and buy the toys and what have you. But some of us really, really were into the story. One of the things I was most disappointed about was the fact that Skeletor just kind of jumped out and, yeah, I'm the bad guy. And I wanted to see, like, what's his motivations? Why did he become a bad guy? Why was he so dedicated to being evil, right? However, this answers a little bit of a cure for that. It's going to be one season. They're going to answer some questions. They're going to bring it to a definitive end. Let's see here. What is the plot of Masters of the Universe Revelation? I need to stop saying it. I'm just going to start saying He-Man from now on. A radical return to Eternia. Revelation is a direct sequel series to the classic era of Masters of the Universe. Featuring fan favorites He-Man, Orko, Cringer, Man-at-Arms, and the story pits our heroic warriors and guardians of Castle Grayskull against Skeletor, Evil-Lyn, Beast-Man, and the vile legions of Snake Mountain. By the way, still to this day, Evil-Lyn is fucking hot. Even in the movie, she was hot. Come on. Yeah, that's right. I think an 80s cartoon is hot. Don't at me. But after a ferocious final battle, forever fractures Eternia. It is up to Teela to solve the mystery of the missing Sword of Power in a race against time to prevent the end of the universe. Her journey will uncover the secrets of Grayskull at last. This is the epic He-Man and Masters of the Universe saga fans have waited for 35 years to see. Some fans have shown some concern that He-Man is taking a backseat as the main character, while the character Teela may be the one taking center stage. Ultimately, it is He-Man that will defeat Skeletor in the epic final battle for the future of Eternia. Oh boy, yeah, that's certainly going to be a point of contention. I think that we very much live in the age of where are her organs? And we have to have a female lead, or there's something wrong with you. You're misogynist. If He-Man's the lead, then that's a horrible thing. Playing to the male power fantasy, all that other bullshit. However, I have faith that Kevin Smith respects the original story. I also, Tila is not a slouch. She's not a Mary Sue coming out of left field here. She's the captain of the guard, meaning that she's probably the best hand-to-hand fighter in Eternia, right? People, can crap on 80s cartoons all that they want to. A woman was the leader of the army in Eternia, or at least the good side, right? And then also, she is the daughter of the sorceress. That leaves her in a prime position to learn the secrets of Grayskull. So I don't think that that's just her being pushed into it. Like, hey, Tila's a female character. Let's just push her in there. Let's put her in the spotlight. No, there was a whole episode about where she came from. And so I think it's a good move. Now, I don't think it's a good move for her to be the main character over top of He-Man. I mean, the whole series is named after him. Well, it's named the Masters of the Universe, not He-Man, but He-Man's the main fucking character, okay? Let's not bullshit about that. However, Teela being another main character who drives the plot, thumbs up. I think it's a good idea. Who are the cast members of Masters of the Universe? At this time of writing, Netflix hasn't released a cast list. The cast has been chosen, and Kevin Smith confirmed this in a Facebook post while promoting a new Jay and Silent Bob film. Let's see here. During the Austin stop on the Jay and Silent Bob blah 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 tour, I visited the fine folks at Powerhouse Creative. They did Castlevania. I can't sing their praises loud enough. The kids who are the kids. God, is he showing his age? The kids who are animating our Masters of the Universe series for Netflix. I saw amazing art that I can't show you yet, and let our animators know who we cast. It was thrilling. It was thrilling to see animatics. That's a new word for me, Kevin. Animatics that reflected my script for episode 1, and our directors are crushing it, making my dopey script better than the vivid blah blah blah. Sorry, I couldn't read it all. I thought for sure there would be more. But yeah, like the art behind him, I like. Me likey. Like that's definitely not the finished, right? This is something that is just. I mean, could you imagine that this is your drawing board stuff? I can't even draw a stick figure, let alone something like that. What is the production status of the Masters of the Universe? Current production status, filming, recording. Good, that means that they got some voice actors in there recording their voices for this. We don't know the specific date, but recording for the first episode of the series has begun. This was confirmed by a tweet by Kevin Smith. I really wonder who they got to do Skeletor, because they really need to know Skeletor. As crazy as it is, I grew up watching He-Man, but whenever I got older, Skeletor became my favorite character because he just seems so funny. But we'll see what they do with him. And then there was the new He-Man series that was on Cartoon Network, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fact that they tried to give Skeletor a little bit more of a backstory. They tried to make him not just blindly evil. Like evil isn't just something that you come out. You don't just come out of the birth canal and go, yeah, I'm evil, right? Something else happens. And it seemed to me that in that series he was kind of blind with ambition, which happens to people. Especially when you're talking about ruling an entire world. Is the animation being changed? I certainly hope so. The beloved 80s cartoon has an art style very befitting of its era and is universally loved. But we can confirm that the new series will not have the same animation. For the modern take, Masters of the Universe will be stylized like an anime. We have full confidence that the series will look spectacular as Powerhouse Animation has done an excellent job with Castlevania. They certainly did. Castlevania blew me away. Once again, I cannot sing their praises enough. I love that series. And gosh, the storytelling, usually it's just the storytelling that can make you love or hate a character, but even the animation can make me hate characters. Oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. Was it Carmilla in the second season? Oh God, I hate that woman. Okay. And it wasn't just in her story. It was even in the way that she moves, the way she emotes. They did an excellent job. What is the full episode count? Typically, Netflix announces the number of episodes when a new series is ordered. Unfortunately, this wasn't the case for Masters of the Universe. A limited series, all of the remaining adventures of He-Man will be told in one season. We'd expect to see anywhere between 10 to 13 episodes. I'd like for it to be a little bit longer than that, depending on how long the episodes are. If they follow Castlevania, maybe the episodes would be an hour. I understand animation can be hard, but I would really like to see this taken very serious. And no, this basically says that a trailer has not been released. I'm looking very forward to that. That's going to be one we know. Because I understand the fear of Teela taking over as the main character, because there's a lot of pandering in the media right now, and I really don't want to see that. You know, I'm fine with Teela sharing the spotlight as long as it's justified and the character traits are there to do it. Like I said, she's the captain of the guard. She's a fierce warrior in her own right. She's the daughter of the sorceress. This can be done without pandering. She can be a main character. But yeah, okay. Those of you who watched and stuck with me to the end, thank you very much. I hope you're looking forward to this. I know I sure am. Once again, the trailer I think is going to be the tell-all. I hope that they go in a good direction with this, a story-driven direction. A direction that wants to move towards the art, the storytelling of He-Man. I understand it was just an 80s cartoon to sell toys, but it meant a lot to those of us who grew up in that era. We would really like to see a story told from that world, not influenced by what goes on today. Just tell us the story. Be unapologetic about it. Like Conan, the Conan stories never didn't give a fuck what people thought today. That was its own world, and it had its own rules. Oh God, I'm actually nervous about this. I'm nervous about He-Man just falling into the same crap as like the She-Ra Netflix series. You know, it's like, no, please make this good. Kevin, please, man. We're counting on you. All right. Thank you guys for listening. I might be the prince, but you rule. Reign on.